Hi, so today is Saturday the 13th. I have got a handyman coming over later on. I had one that's supposed to have turned up today to give me a quote and price on a few things. Some things to be put up, some things to be painted and decorated, like in the hallway and stuff. Things to be sorted out, but the chap hasn't turned up, one of them. I had one that's supposed to have turned up at 2 o'clock. He's supposed to have turned up last week for a quote, didn't turn up, and he's not turned up again today, so I'm like, fuck you. The other one that a friend has said he's very, very reliable, very good. He's coming over later on to give me a quote, and we'll see what happens. I mean, decorating, there's not really anything that can be done until, we're out of this building site state and I get my home back. I've asked the OT for an estimate of date of when you're going to finish, when this is going to be finished by, and she can't give me one apparently. Can't give me a date. So, ain't that fantastic? So I'm stuck like this now. It's absolutely not be crap. I don't know what else to do. I don't. It's just dragging me down and down. Yeah, so anyway, this handyman's coming over later on just to give me a quote on price for decorating, approximate. I mean, it's just like an estimate at this stage until everything's been done. Because, that door area that was the door needs to be covered up and not obviously like, oh, what was the door area? Ideally the wood that ends, can I put my flash on now? Yeah. So the wood at the top that you can just about see, it stops where the door is. And she's like, is that going to bother you? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, because it just needs to look a bit more flush rather than obvious that this is where the door was. There's some bits of wood in there. Surely somebody can just stick a bit of wood on just to finish the look off. We'll see what happens when the decorators come, because I'm sick of being, oh, that's not my job, that's so-and-so's job. So we'll see. So yeah, I just want to quote on that. Well, the whole wall, obviously the whole hallway, but just to tell me exactly what kind of pricing they're going to be doing if they were to do it. This has got to be filled in. I'm sick to the back teeth. I feel like putting a flower in there or something. Put some soil in, putting the plant in. All this needs sorting out. I don't know when decorators are coming. In fact, I have no clue over a lot of things to do with this. This definitely wants filling in. I catch it all the time. It's so dangerous. And even all the tilers and everybody that's been, all the tradesmen are like, and the one that took the floor up for me last week because he couldn't tile because the plaster was still wet. Like, it's still wet now. It's drying. Maybe come Tuesday this will be all dried off. I bloody hope so, because we have gone down the wall a bit now. But for fuck's sake, it's taking forever, like the rest of the company. This is needing to be sorted out. And there's a patch that's in that corner there that's still drying. So, yeah, it's drying, but it needs to be dried. Somebody had said, well, they must have done too much moisture in the plaster, the plaster. So, I don't know. I'm no plasterer. I can't comment. But, yes, I know that they can't tile until it's all dry. I know that. But, but they could give me an estimation. By the end of the month, it'll all be done kind of thing. But you can't even do that because they can't organise the way out of a paper bag. Absolutely hopeless. The only thing that's gone and done yesterday, see, I got told, what day? Friday, Thursday when they come over, her and him, the useless couple. When they came over, the tiler, who was very, very good, and I hope he comes back, he phoned up this Mick and he said, you know, I'm here. Do you want me to take the flooring up? Because I've been talking to the lady and they came and they went. So even if I do this, it's room ready. And, you know, he did it. He sorted it out. He tied it around the outskirts on the worktop. And he did that and he went. And they then said that it was on the schedule to be done. Well, it wasn't on his schedule to do it. And I just thought, you know what, because she kept repeating herself, it's on the schedule. It's on the schedule to be done. And it's like, yeah, but it's not his job. What? What is the matter? I can hear whining, but I don't know where it's coming from. Hey, stop it. Hey? What's the matter? Hey? What's up? Come on then. Ooh. So yeah, but I thought, yeah, but he could have turned around and said, that's not my job. I'm a tiler. End of. But she just would not have it. It's like having a child, you know, where you tell them no to something and they won't have it. So that's what she was like. So yeah, Thursday, he told me that Friday I was going to have 2 guys come out. They were going to move all the white goods out and they were going to do the floor. But the floor's already been done, but they were going to move the white goods out and they were going to sort the flooring, any squibbing and everything that needed doing. That didn't happen. Yesterday I had the intercom guy come. She paid 250, she said, for this guy to come out to move she paid for it. She said, I've paid for it to be moved. She paid 250 for them to come out and to move the intercom. And she said on Thursday when I said, that they're coming out tomorrow. I said, where do I need it to be? And she says, wherever you want. So I thought, right, I will. Because I thought if I have it over there, it's even further for me to get to, especially if I'm in the living room or I'm in the bedroom. By the time I've got onto my chair, and it's like, you've got to be quick, otherwise they will go. So the intercom was there. Originally, it was up there, would you believe? Really, really ridiculously high. But anyway, I said, if I could have it anywhere, I would like it here. You know, more into the middle of the flat, so it's a bit more over this way. So, you know, so if I'm in the bedroom, so Adam's in his bedroom, my son is in his bedroom, and he comes out, he can answer the door quicker. If I'm in the living room, then it's a bit closer for me to get to, especially when the cats are all congregated here, because that's what they seem to do. It's like, move! So it's a bit closer. Yeah, so anyway, he put it there. And he was a very nice chap. He came, sorted it out. And even the one who had the key for the cupboard in the communal area of the flats, he remembered coming here. And he remembered me and he gave me a wave. It was like, oh my God. He was funny. He was like, I remember you. I remember coming here 9 months ago. And he says, moving that from there to there kind of thing. And I says, well, I want it moved from there to here. I didn't know I could have this option to put it here. But this chap's done it. So he had a little apprentice with him that was next to useless. So he says, they're a bloody waste of time. But the company has saddled him with this apprentice and he don't want to do anything, don't want to work. So yeah. So the intercom for the door is now here, which is great. So at least I've got one positive thing that happened yesterday. But and then I thought, right, I phoned up Mr. Useless and I said to him, so who's coming today then? Because I swear you said that someone was coming out today to move the white goods. Oh, no. I said yesterday that no one's going to come. We're going to cancel it because you need the tilers to come back. And I thought, no, you didn't. And yeah. And then the decorators need to come. And then the flooring can be put down. And I said, here, this hole needs filling in. And he was like, oh, what hole? Oh, that should have been done on the offset when the doorways were widened. And I said, well, it wasn't and it hasn't. And my chair ended up going in the hole actually when I was trying to come out of the kitchen to go into the wet room area where she was wanting to have a look at the wet room door. And then I thought, right, see as no one's coming and it's still early, I thought I'll take the car over to the tip as I've got a shed load of stuff to come out. There were some bits I'd organised for the charity shop to take. However, I just thought I cannot be bothered. I just want it all out of my hair. Some of this I don't know if they'd want it anyway. So yeah, I just got one of the guys from the tip came over and says, oh, do you want a hand? And I was like, yes, please, because it was dead up there. And he took it all out and he sorted it for me. So I was like, get in. So yeah, so the car's now empty. I want to get a few bits chucked in there because Monday I've got to go to the doctor's. And then that can go up the tip after I've been or before I've been. One of the two. So we shall see. Don't we? Hey. 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 Sis. Hey. Look. Who's that? Ooh. Yeah. He's been a pain at the minute because he's chasing my eldest female, him and Cosmo, the two younger ones. They're both doing that and I don't know what to do. And I know it's all started from them being shut in the living room all the time. It's up until then, they never really bothered. And it's with the living room door and them being shut in there. That they're really bullying her and sort of like, this is our area, not yours. And, you know, as soon as she gets off the sofa or the table, they jump on her and they're really horrible. And she tries to fight back, but she can't. She's just not in her anymore. And it drives me bloody nuts, to tell you. She just doesn't fight back. I mean, if she hit them, they'd run off and they wouldn't do it again. But because that she goes like this, it just makes them worse. So I just thought, sod this. But she's starting to poo in places that I've put extra trays down and she's not using them because they jump on her the minute she goes to use them. So it's like they've took over all the trays, you know, and wherever it's like they're trying to bully her out of the flat and I don't know what to do. So I'm after some advice, really. But what I want to do is get her soon booked in at the vet's just as a general checkup, and then I'll make some inquiries and say, what do you think? Because I don't know what the answer is now. I'm hoping that I can get some plugins once. No. Leave that. I want to get some plugins. I've had them before when we moved in here, and she was really upset then. So I thought if I can get some more of those pet remedy things, I'll put loads in everywhere. Hopefully it'll calm the situation down, but I can't do that until the sockets have been done in the living room because I've only got two sockets. And I just need the cats, you know, to be able to get used to change and it'll stopping. But until we're out of this build situation, there's fuck all I can do. It's crap. Absolutely crap. Yeah. So I don't know what the answer is. So I'm like, help. But yeah, this handyman hasn't turned up. And I thought, well, I know why it is. You know, the Grand National's on today, the horrible horse racing event. So a lot of them will be watching that, won't they? Depending on if they're into all that sort of shit. But Honestly, I'm just fed up. I'm so fed up. I don't know what else to do. It has got me down, all this. Every single day, you know, no further forward. No sockets. I've got no sockets. So I'm having to use an extension cable out into the hallway to be able to use this worktop area to put my kettle on. And I even cooked my vegan chicken burgers on the sandwich maker, would you believe? Improvised with that. I just fancied something a bit different. Didn't really enjoy them because it's like, it's not cooked the same, so it doesn't taste the same, but they were cooked. And I had some of those microwavable chip things. Oh, no. It's like having things that you wouldn't normally eat, but you're forcing it down to have something to eat for the time being. That cupboard is going back up there, whether I like it or not. Mick, who came over, says, oh, that cupboard can go anywhere, it's fine. But no, they've decided that it's got to go back up there. There's nowhere else for it to go. It's going to eat into the cupboard spaces, into the plug spaces rather. Sorry, I had something tickling my leg then. I wondered what the fuck it was. So no, and I said, well, can't they make me? See, it's still wet here. I don't know if it's because that cupboard's right up against it or what. I don't know, but I'll move it over just slightly. But yeah, I said if they could have moved that double socket that's in the corner and put it about here, and they're like, no, they're not doing it, no. So I'm like, right, well, if you can't do one thing. And then he got a plank of one of the tall pieces of wood and he stood it to here and like to about here. So he made it even bigger distance from where my fridge would end. And he says, try and get round it now. Try and get round it now. And I was able to open it. I was able to, you know, reach over and open it. And he says, well, you're still not going to be able to use it because you're not going to be able to reach properly. So, no, it wasn't going to go there. It's going up there. He was on about, oh, you'd have to have that moved. And I says, no, I wouldn't. You know, if they just moved that one socket over, like how they've adapted and moved the socket just from there to add it to over there. One socket going over that way. Can't do it. So I thought, sod you. Because I'd asked about it. And I think it's because I've got Mick involved. Who's someone who's over him. I think because he's got him involved, he's being a bit mardy now. And she's mardy because I got housing involved, so they're watching her now. But no one's interested in how long this is taking, how stressful it is, how I can't get around properly in my flat because everything's all boxed up. Everybody's got an opinion on, but they don't do anything. I love how I end up having, good workers that come and they want to work. Like I've had plasterers that have come and they've done a really nice job and they've taken the time with it. And then you get the ones that come along and they just skim over the edges. That's what one of them's done. That was here. This is the one that did that one. So who knows? But I am fed up, honestly. The whole thing is just getting me really, really down. I've got all my stuff in boxes, all in my bedroom. And then I've got utensils and things in the living room. Sometimes I call the living room the bedroom because I'm sleeping in there. But it makes it really difficult for me to be able to get in. And then the bit that really pisses me off is like whatever items I've put in and made it sort of usable. I've got to pull it all out again Monday. for Tuesday. Monday I've got the doctors. Everything was booked in for Monday to happen, and I said, look, Monday I've got the doctors. I've told you I've got the doctors. So from Tuesday onwards. And then Tuesday I've got my cleaner coming, and she's ace. My cleaner's coming Tuesday. And he says, well, I did tell you we're having cleaners come. Our cleaners will come and deep clean the place. And I said, yeah. I said, but I want the place clean now. Not, you know, I mean, they can have their cleaners come after the event. Because she is going to come this week, and then next week, you know, I think now the next week or the week after she goes away, and I can't see these being done before May ends. Before May begins, or maybe it will be when May ends. I don't know. But it's to the point now of where they just aren't bothered. The hob and the cooker, I really don't know what's happening with these. The OT says she's heard nothing from AO over the hob. She drives me crackers, tell you. I am thinking about getting a Ninja. But that's money that would have gone on my dishwasher. But at the minute, it's like I'm really limited on what I can cook. And I'm fed up with microwave meals, you know, every single day. I can't put a pan on for some vegetables and stuff. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. I just want things sorting out now because we are going into now week 7. Technically week 8. So 2 months of this. Never did I dream that this was going to be like this for 2 months plus, maybe 3. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even the neighbours have sort of said they've seen the vans come, and if they came every day, the jobs people, for 2 weeks, the work would be done. You know, even if they'd have taken the tiles off and replastered the walls, you know, the work would have been done. But they haven't. Oh, gosh, I'm so pissed off. But, yeah, I've asked the neighbour he's a painter and decorator. I've asked him for a quote, and he's given me an approximation. He says until it's all done, don't know. But yeah. But he's given me an approximation, a quote, and I thought, well, at least I can then get the wallpaper that I want ready. And then focus on getting the money together for it afterwards. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to sign off now because I'm just like feeling fed up. Fedup.com. Right, so I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend, and I shall continue with this on Monday. Tatty bye.